All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Attack Wrap here on Rogers TV. I'm your host, Nick Kennedy. And before we jump into our interview, we've got a couple of shout outs here for the OHL Player of the Week this week, coming out of Brantford, going to Nick Lardis of the Bulldogs. Congratulations to Nick. Great name. 3 games played, 7 goals, 2 assists for 9 points, and a +4 weekend. Your OHL goaltender of the week going to the Owen Sound Attacks, Carter George, with a 2-0 performance on the weekend, a 2.00 goals against average, a .937 save percentage, and 59 saves on the weekend. And your OHL Rookie of the Week going to Jacob Cloutier out of Saginaw with 3 games played, 3 goals, no assists, 3 points, and a +2 performance on the weekend. Congratulations there to Jacob. And your Owen Sound Attack Player of the Week going to Landon Hookey with, I think, 4 points on the week there, a bunch of assists, and then a nice tap-in goal for him. So congratulations to the captain, Landon Hookey. And I'd like to welcome to the studio number 4, Elliot, Arnett, number 16, Jake Crawford, and number 32, Carter George. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Well, we'll got a couple of questions for you guys. We've got some fun stuff as well here, but Carter, we'll start with you. I mean, you had a pretty exciting opportunity since the last time you've been on the show there, representing Canada and getting to wear a maple leaf on your chest. Not the first time you've gotten to do that, but first time at the World Juniors stage. What was that experience like for you?
Yeah, it was an unbelievable experience. I mean, not the result we all wanted, but it was a great time. I mean, you build bonds with teammates and that kind of last a lifetime, and you stay close with them even throughout the league. Go and play them, like playing guys this weekend, you touch base with them, see how they're doing. So it's awesome to kind of make those friendships. And the hockey aspect, I mean, going up against the best in the world, it's just unbelievable. It's so much fun. How
do you kind of wrestle with some of the the outcome versus your performance? Like, you hear people chanting your name, and obviously it's a team game, right? So while there are those personal victories, how do you kind of balance that with wanting more for the team?
Yeah, obviously everyone on our team wanted to win gold, and we all had that goal in mind. So when we come up short, it's definitely disappointing, but I don't think it's a failure, because I think all of us kind of gained a lot of experience from it, and I know for sure, like, a lot of guys gained some confidence from it, seeing that their abilities at that level is they can perform with some of the best in the world. So I definitely think I took a lot of positives out of it, and I think it'll just help me in the future and help me along with my career.
You got to see a couple of coaches from there this weekend, a few players obviously with Ottawa and with Brampton as well. Was it a chance? Did you get a chance to kind of connect with those guys at all before or after the game, or is it just a quick in and out? They're on the road already.
Yeah, I kind of talked to them a little bit on the ice. I was pretty pissed off because I'm pretty sure all 3 of them got a point on me. But no, it's good. It's always nice to see them, and I got to talk to Coach Dave Cameron there for a little bit at the end of the game. So it's always nice to touch base with them afterwards.
When you practice with those guys so much in such a short amount of time, do you feel like they get the edge on you, or do you get the edge on them as you figure out each other's tendencies?
I think it's a little bit of both. I learn a lot about them, but they also learn a lot about me. So I guess it's just whoever plays better in that game, I guess.
Sure. Jake, you're gearing up for a big summer. Obviously, this is your draft year as well, and you got a chance to go see the Vegas one last year. What kind of things go through or maybe change about your work process in a year like this, where you are kind of balancing a few maybe interviews and also maybe some added pressure, self-imposed or from scouts or coaches? How do you balance all of that?
Yeah, I mean, I think a huge thing is just staying with that same goal in your mind, that it's you want to play professional hockey one day, and you try not to look at it in a big picture. You kind of just dull it down and just take it one step at a time. And I think just not getting lost in it is a huge thing for me. And obviously there's going to be pressure, and it's just kind of how you deal with it. And Georgie is a huge help for me, living with him and him going through it last year, so just kind of bouncing ideas off him and stuff. But yeah, just not letting it get to your head and just kind of sticking with it is huge.
That's great. What has some of these kind of NHL interviews been like for you so far?
Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's a good experience, and you know, kind of going through my OHL draft year, I had some interviews as well. But now that, you know, it's kind of cool. Like, you know, Boston Bruins are my favorite NHL team, and, you know, maybe getting an interview from them is, you know, like, it's just kind of surreal feeling. And yeah, it's just, you don't let it get to your head. You just keep doing what you're doing, because obviously teams if they're talking to you, they're liking what they see. So yeah.
What happened to make you a Boston Bruins fan?
Oh, my dad has always been a Boston Bruins fan, so
All right.
he I just kind of took after him with that one.
Sure, just inherited.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Elliot, obviously you're having a pretty big 16-year-old year. You're consistently finding your way into the lineup. Not many 16-year-olds get to say that. Made the team through just a gritty way of playing, and have found yourself to be a pretty consistent member of this lineup. What have you been learning as a 16-year-old? How have you had to change your game being here in the OHL?
Some of the biggest things is the speed for me. Like, going the jump from U16 to OHL has been a big difference on speed. You got guys like, just this weekend we played Ray Crawford, and he's one of the fastest guys in the league, and just the timing of it. It's one of the biggest things for me going into it.
Excellent. Obviously, you know, you guys are approaching kind of the end of the season, and you got a few more months here of games. And how do you sort of, maybe we'll start with you, Elliot. How do you sort of approach, like, the end of a season? This is your first OHL season, but you've gotten to go through it in AAA before and stuff like that. How do you approach the end of a season?
I think as a team goal, we're just going to play it out hard. We all want to make playoffs. I think that's a team goal, and staying consistent the way we have been playing. We've been playing great lately, and I think we can keep moving that forward and just playing hard.
Great. What did you guys like from your team's effort this weekend? Obviously, a couple of big games, some big points, and a big push there towards playoffs.
Yeah, it's obviously huge getting those wins. I mean, for us, it closed the gap on playoff spots. So it's definitely something we needed, and I definitely think it's a big confidence booster for our whole team as a group. And just knowing that we can compete with any team in this league, I think it's huge. So for us, I think it's a really big step for us going forward.
It's got to be a good feeling when you know your opponents are leaving the Bayshore disappointed.
Oh, all the time.
Excellent. For you guys, I mean, you've both been alternate captains this season, and you've seen a little bit of change in your leadership group. Obviously, Hook's moving from an A to a C. You know, Bedsy coming on now as an alternate captain as well. For you guys, what have you had to, or what have you learned this year stepping into a leadership role?
Yeah, I think you definitely learn how to be a leader through all the ups and downs of OHL season. I mean, it's a long season, so trying to be a leader in that room, keeping the room positive through all the good and the bad, I think that was huge, and I think that was something I definitely learned. And another thing, like trade deadline, like see our captain get traded, that's obviously a big blow, but for guys to step in there, like Hooks and Bidkowski to step in there now with the letter, I mean, I think it's huge. And not only the guys with letters, but the guys without it, stepping up in the room, being leaders. I feel like we have a lot of leaders in our room, so I definitely think that's a great feature to have in your team.
Excellent. What are some of the leadership principles you feel like you've been learning this year?
I think a huge thing for us is, you know, it's not just at the end of the day, it's just a letter on your jersey. And I think, like Georgie said, we have a bunch of leaders in the room. So, you know, we're a young team, and I think a huge thing is learning this year. We have, like, you know, I'm still a young guy too, and I look up at Hooks, and you know, I learn a lot from him as a leader. He's a great leader, and I think just learning is a huge thing this year for us.
Excellent. Yeah. Elliot, for you, what kind of example do these guys set? Like, when you look up to them as your alternate captains on your team, what kind of example are you getting from them?
I'm getting, like, I look up to him a lot, like, just especially Georgie, doing what he did, getting drafted like that, and then coming into the team and having that leadership role. I mean, I look up to both of them. They're both great leaders. They tease me at some times around the house. But that's normal. That's them keeping up on me, checking in on me, always being hard.
That's awesome. You had mentioned, obviously, watching Connor get traded. You know, you weren't necessarily without trade rumors as well. I know there were a couple of people chatting about that. How do you block that out? Like, you know, is that helpful to be hearing, or do you just try to kind of block that out and play your game?
Yeah, you just try and block it out. I mean, for me, I wanted to be in Owen Sound for the rest of the year, so I didn't want to do everything I could to stay here. And for me, it was just coming back and doing everything I can to help us get the wins that week. I mean, that was pretty much my main focus, and just tried my best to block out any other noise.
Excellent. How do you guys then, just as players, I mean, you're playing in the smallest OHL market, smallest CHL market, and there's, in a smaller town, it tends to, rumors they don't have to spread very far to reach everybody in town. So how do you sort of, how do you manage that as a team? How do you keep that noise out of the locker room and keep it from affecting your on-ice performance?
I think it's just, social media plays a big factor in a lot of things. So, we try to, there's not much really that we can do about it if we hear stuff. But obviously, if we hear something we don't like, or if it's negative towards our team, we just kind of shrug it off, and we know we stay true to ourselves. So I think that's a huge thing for sure.
Excellent. That's awesome. I thought it might be fun. He's got to go through some NHL interviews. You've been through NHL interviews. Go ahead, ask him a question. This is your media debut.
Oh my! Oh, I gotta think of a tough one then.
Okay.
Mine would be, what animal would you be on and off the ice?
Oh.
On the ice, I'd be a tiger. Fast and relentless.
Yeah.
Off the ice, I'd be a golden retriever. Sweet, fluffy. Nice, funny.
Okay. Can you corroborate that? Like, does that sound about right?
Yeah, honestly, that sounds right.
Okay.
Yeah.
How is the ping pong tournament going? I know this was a big thing last year. Where are we at now?
I might have just beat Jake before we got here.
Yeah, we actually played for the first time in a while today. So
we put the piles away for a little bit. So.
Yeah, but we did play for the first time in a while today, and you did beat me.
Coming off a 2-0 weekend, you got to pull out the ping pong paddles.
Yeah, for sure.
Got to have some fun around the house, loosen
Absolutely.
out.
100%.
Where are you falling into this? Like, are you?
We played a lot at the start of the year,
Yeah.
and I don't think I won a single game.
Okay.
They're a lot better than me at ping pong, I can admit it.
All right. You know what? Fair enough. And it takes a lot of courage to be able to admit that on TV. And yeah, fair enough. I know you guys as a team are into it. Are you guys kind of just sort of crushing the top of the leaderboard on those, or are there a couple hidden stars there in the locker room?
No one touches Hooks. Hooks is ridiculous at ping pong, but we kind of put the ping pong table away for a while and made a little bit more business around the room.
Sure.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, that's great to hear. We'll go into this next segment here. I've got a board for us, and I thought we could see if I can pass that around my back here. We'll try to rate, or rather create, the best Owen Sound attack player this season. So we've got a few different categories. The head, or vision, or hockey IQ, you can kind of fill it in as you want. The physical aspect, the strength. You got the hands, the release, the passing, and the skating. So I'll kind of let you guys deliberate on this one, but if you had to pick, if you're creating the ultimate player in some crazy fusion machine, and it was going to spit out an Owen Sound attack player, what player on your team are you picking there for, say, the hockey head, or vision, or IQ?
What do you think? I think Bowie probably.
Yeah, I was thinking Bowie too. Yeah.
I think Pierce for sure.
All right, let's put. We'll just put numbers.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, so Pierce. What is it about about the way he sees the game that just stands out to you guys?
I just think for such a young kid, and he's doing so well, and he's not the biggest kid, so obviously he's got the hands, but he's definitely got the vision and the brains for sure.
A bit of a pinball out there too.
Oh yeah, he does. He's not afraid. I always ask him too. I'm like, what are you saying to those big guys? He's looking up at them, chirping at them. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. Okay, awesome. All right, we got Pierce there at spot number 1. The physical aspect, you could take this as pure strength, or hitting, or battles on the wall.
Bedsy.
Okay. All right. Throw him right in there. Just a dog in the gym.
Oh yeah. Easy over.
All right. Excellent. All right, you got a Pierce IQ, you got Bedsy physique. Who are you putting down there in hands? This will be we'll say like stick handling, puck control.
Nance? No.
Nance is up there for sure.
Mac.
Mac. Maybe Zorowski.
I was thinking the next one for Zorowski.
Yeah. I was thinking another one.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I'd say
Nance.
So you want to put Cole down here?
Yeah,
I like Cole there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like Macker skating though.
Yeah, I do too.
Macker skating, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's what I was thinking.
Flies.
Passing, I don't know.
That one I could see Nance.
Yeah, I could see Nance
Passing?
on passing. Yeah,
Yeah?
I could see Nance passing. But honestly,
Hands.
Hooks has some pretty good hands just in close.
Okay.
He's got some good hands for a big boy.
Big guy. Yeah.
But like Bowie, like
I don't know. Can we double down on a couple good things or no?
I don't know.
If we
I don't
can,
see why not.
if we can, then we might need to shuffle some things around here. But
Well, what do you think? We'll let the rookie make the call. Can you double up, or do you got to be unique?
I think we got to be unique.
Got to be unique.
I
Okay.
think we do.
Do you want to make some moves?
I think we move Nance to hands. I really like Nance's
no,
hands.
but you know he's passing. He's passing.
yeah, I love Nance's passing.
Yeah, I do
That's
too.
true.
But hands like
Because we can't move Macker off skating.
you could go Zorowski hands and you could go Rod shot or like a
Ooh.
Wad's release.
Oh, I like Raj.
Yeah.
I like Raj release.
Yeah. So let's move
Zorowski hands.
let's move Z to hands and then we'll go Raj with a release. I actually like that board.
There
Yeah.
you go. All right, there's your ultimate Owen Sound attack player. You got Pierce Bowie's head and hockey IQ. You got David Bedkowski's physicality, Cole Zorowski's hands. You've got Braden Rogers' release. You got Harry Nancy's passing, and of course Bruce McDonald's skating. There you go. There's the list. If you were to make a list like this, what categories would you put in for goaltending?
Oh.
Like if you had to pick the categories, because I mean, you probably have the best release of the two of you, but that's not really something that.
I would put like puck handling for one probably.
Okay. Yeah.
Puck handling, IQ I think is still something up there.
Okay.
Could go like hands.
Yeah.
Technique. I don't know. I feel like there's a couple you could actually throw in there.
What would you like? How do you classify like movement in the net? Because you guys, you seem very precise about your movement. You're not kind of over skating a puck and then having to correct as much.
Yeah, I think there'd be a couple. Like you could either do footwork or you can go like the technical aspect of it.
Right.
Or you can go speed in there too. I think I definitely think there's a lot you could do with a goalie.
Do you guys do little goalie races so you can get to the bench faster? Or?
No, I got burnt in Brampton, so I got no boots, so I would lose that one.
Okay. All right, good to know. Good to know. Well, that's great. Now, last time that you were on the show, Carter, we did do goal rankings, and then you scored that week. So I figured we might as well do it one more time. Not saying you're going to score again, but I mean,
I don't mind that.
there's no hurt in trying, right? So I'm going to turn this away just so you guys can't see. We got a couple NHL guys that I thought we could call on for their goal celebrations. So the first one that I thought we'd do is Kuznetsov's Eagle Wing flap.
Oh,
I like that a lot.
I would go 4 with that, but
Really?
Go 4.
yeah.
I would say 3 because you can't go.
I
There
was gonna
has to be
say-
something better.
3 at least.
All right, 3.
3? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll put down
Koozie.
Kuzi. All right, you got Kuzi's Eagle Wing at. You were good with 3, right? That's where you had said?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that. Did you want it 4? It's the first one. We can move it.
No. 3's good.
Yeah, 3's good. Okay. All right, the next one you got here is the Yager Salute.
I think that's under that.
All right. Go. Yeah, 4. I
You
like
sounded
4.
like you almost
I liked
forgot
it.
for a minute.
I did. I like it. Like it's just like, well, it's just cool. I think.
I mean, did you have a picture of him doing it in a Bruins jersey?
No.
Okay. I'm sure he pulled it off once or twice.
Yeah. I
Irony?
don't know.
I like it, but not enough to put it above that.
Yeah. I just think there's gonna be some
Like,
better ones
yeah.
above it.
Yeah,
So,
like 4.
4?
Four.
Yeah.
All right.
Yogs.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a good one for number 1 though. Our last one.
You'd think so. You would think so.
Hope
It's
so.
teasing us.
All right.
Yeah.
We got the Milan Hajduk swim. I don't know if you ever saw this one.
no.
He
Five,
dolphin
five.
dove.
5.
Yeah.
Fake to
5.
swim.
No. No.
I've never even seen
I
it.
think
No,
Nice.
I think that's a safe place to put it.
Yeah. Very.
You couldn't have given me $20 to spell that without having it written down already. So. All right, the next one we got here is the Ovechkin stick
Oh
CPR.
yeah. I like
I
that.
like that
stick.
one,
It's
too.
too hot.
Yeah.
It's too hot.
Yeah.
I want to know what's one though. What's
I feel like it's like a Patty Kane heartbreaker.
All right, then go 2 with the
Yeah, let's go
hot.
2.
Too hot.
Yeah.
OV too
Or
hot.
like what else is there?
There's. Yeah, or yeah, there's only good ones.
I'll
I
give,
think.
you, I'll give you a small hint. We've done the heartbreaker a lot on this show, so I figured maybe
Not the heartbreaker.
Switch it up.
it might be not the heartbreaker.
So
Thinking
I'm trying to think of what other sellies would be out there.
Yakupov when he played for Oilers.
Oh, and he slid across the whole
Yeah.
ice. I'm fine putting it 1.
I like. No.
I like 2.
I
Go
feel like there's
go
something
two.
good. I
Go
think
2.
so-
Go 2.
yeah,
Go
okay.
2.
Last one's always the best one.
Trust me. Go
Watch
2.
is gonna be so bad though.
Go 2.
So
Alright.
OV2.
Yeah.
OV2.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
OV's 2.
This could be awful.
You nailed it, dude. It's the Yakupov knee slide.
No way.
I like that one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No way.
I don't know how to spell his name, actually. There we go. That's about as good as we get. All right, so you got Nail Yakupov knee slide, number 1 goal celebration. OV stick, CPR, too hot, whatever you want to call it. You got Kuznetsov's Eagle Wings, Yager Salute, and Milan Hajduk with the dolphin dive fake swim on the ice.
That's brutal.
I think this
Good
is
one.
the right order. I
Yeah.
think you guys
Oh, yeah.
nailed it.
I'm pretty
That's
happy
good.
with it.
I
think.
like it.
I think that's exactly where it all belongs. I know last time we had you guys here, we did some goalie celebration rankings. Do you have any new ones that you've picked up?
New ones?
Yeah.
Ah,
Or any go-tos? Like, what would your go-to be?
I feel like it depends on the situation. Like if it's like a shootout winner,
Shootout win. Yeah.
like you can go like the no
Yeah, the
goal
no
or
goal,
whatever.
the no goal.
Like you could you can do like a shutout, like drop the net down. But
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not a fan of that one. But
Just kind of putting the net to bed, eh?
yeah, there's a couple. I feel like it's a situational thing.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. Okay, well, we'll get into some more questions here in a moment. Before we do, we've got a trivia question for you guys, and if you get this right, you'll get 2 tickets to Saturday's game against the North Bay Battalions on February 8th. That'll be here at the Bayshore, 7 p.m. game, I believe, not a 4 p.m. game. And your question is, Jake Crawford is ranked in the NHL Central Scouting Midterms ranking is what? So where is Jake Crawford ranked? You're going to have to get those phones out, go to, I don't know if that's on Hockey TV, but it's certainly out there somewhere. So go ahead and find that, and you can text that into the number that'll be at the bottom of the screen, or get your computers out and send an email into the producer Mark, and he will decide the winner. Whoever gets that in first, that'll be great. All right. Well, why don't we? I'm curious. Do you guys play much NHL 25? Is that a big thing around?
Well,
It's only on like the new generation consoles,
Okay.
so
Okay.
I don't have the new gen.
Yeah, I don't either. So
Okay.
I
guy.
do with some of the school guys.
Some of the school guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have one like in the school room? Is that where you're?
No. I
Sarah,
wish.
Sarah would not allow
Sarah
that.
would
No,
wish.
no.
Oh, that would be nice.
You got to just convince her it's got something to do with
Honestly.
I know.
it, you know.
I know.
Honestly,
Yeah, it's
We should
training
do
the
that.
hockey IQ or something.
Yeah.
Figure that one
good
out.
vision.
Who would be most likely to go ahead and check that NHL 25 rating for themselves?
Oh,
Like what do you mean? Like go check?
Kapreski.
Yeah. Who's Who's going on to...
No, like who's going to go on to the game and go look at their rating? Corporal?
I think Corporal.
I can see
Corporal.
it. I can see it,
I think Corporal.
All right, fair enough. How accurate are those things? Like, I feel like they're...
I haven't seen our team this year. Did you?
I haven't looked, no.
No, I haven't. I think, I don't know.
Sometimes they're accurate, sometimes I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like they're not as much thought put into like major junior leagues.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. All right. Well, I thought this is your first year in the OHL rather. You've seen a bunch more rinks and arenas and cities. So I thought we could do a little bit of a other team call out game here. So we'll ask you a couple of questions, and you're going to respond with whatever team or whatever team city you feel like best kind of answers this question. So we'll say this: what team has the players that you like to rattle the most when you play? Just the team you really like to get under the skin of.
That's a tough question.
Jeez. North Bay. I always get into it with North Bay. So.
Okay. All right. Well, then get those phones out and get those tickets because they're playing North Bay on February.
Yeah, honestly.
It's going to be some fireworks, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like it's usually like guys I know. I feel
Yeah.
I always like sagging on with Perek and me, so I feel like I always have fun with them.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I don't know. Maybe Guelph, because we play them the most.
Okay. Sure. Do you have any buddies that you grew up playing with on that team?
Yeah, Alex McLean. He was on my team last year.
Nice.
Yeah, great guy.
Do you just kind of work a little harder when you're on the ice against them?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, of course.
Good. What fan base? This might be too much of a call out, but what fan base? Feel free to skip. Are you least intimidated by?
Ooh.
So you're going into a rink and you're like,
Flint. They've got fake noise in their
Brampton?
do they? Okay.
Oh,
Brampton.
Yeah, Brampton. Yeah.
Well, but that's obvious.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like with
Fans, yeah.
Flint.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
All right, fair enough. What? And this might be yours. We got just a minute left here, but what goal horn do you like to hear the least?
London.
Okay.
Heard that too many times that one game. Woo.
Yeah, London's up there for sure.
Okay.
Say London, yeah.
London as well. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Then we got I think 20 seconds here. So real quick, what team has the best golfer on it?
I couldn't tell you.
Who's the best golfer on your guys' team?
Hooks.
Hooks. Okay.
Yeah, probably Hooks.
All right. Good to know.
Not Georgie. He was waiting for that one, wasn't he?
All right. Well, that's all right. We'll come back. We got a few more questions to go. And don't forget to get those phones out and answer the trivia question. Where is Jake Crawford rated in the NHL Central Scouting midterms? We'll see you right after this break.
This program is brought to you by Rogers Xfinity, connecting you to more of what you love. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
The best in the world, Islam Makhachev. An absolute wrecking ball. Arman Sarukian. This man is as elite as they come. Marab Dwalishvili. The man's a phenom. He just does not stop. And now, Umar Nurmagomedov is the real deal. Undefeated. He is a beast. Don't blink. This one is going to be crazy. From the West Coast, one of the biggest nights of the year. The best in the world, Islam Makhachev. An absolute wrecking ball. Arman Sarukian. This man is as elite as they come. Marab Dwalishvili. The man's a phenom. He just does not stop. And now, Umar Nurmagomedov is the real deal. Undefeated. He is a beast. Don't blink. This one is going to be crazy. From the West Coast, one of the biggest nights of the year.
Hi, I'm Lynn from Third Eye View, and welcome to a brand new season that we're looking forward to. We have some return guests and some brand new guests. And in the meantime, enjoy the rest of your summer, Stay safe.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Attack Wrap here on Rogers TV. I'm your host, Nick Kennedy, joined today by Elliot, Arnett, Jake Crawford, and Carter George. And we'll jump back into a couple more questions. We got some highlights to go through soon. I'm curious, what team is the best chirper? When you guys are out playing and you're like, man, that guy he's always giving it to us.
Ooh.
I have no idea.
Q is good chirp.
Yeah,
So,
okay. I'd throw
maybe.
Q in there probably.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think Q got under the guy's skins.
Yeah, fair.
Jeez.
Yeah, I go the same thing.
Tough now that he's on the other team, eh?
Yeah.
All right. I know this isn't necessarily a hockey thing, but I know soccer players and NBA players, they'll trade jerseys. Hockey players maybe more sticks. Is there a player in this league you'd want to like get a signed stick from?
Ooh. There's a lot, I feel like.
I mean,
I'd probably say like Schaefer. Like if
Okay.
yeah, that would be
like
worth
whoever
some money.
was like first overall
Misa.
this year kind of thing. Maybe Misa, Martone, like one of those guys. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Makes sense.
I think so.
Cool. All right. Oh, sounds like we got a winner here. We got Brenda Oshoff is the winner of the trivia contest. So congratulations. You've won yourself a pair of tickets to Saturday's game against the North Bay Battalions here at the Harry Lumley Bayshore Community Center. So congratulations. Correct answer was 98th, so not too bad. I think, I don't know much about those ratings, so 98 seems pretty good to me. Good job there on getting the right answer, and you can pick those up at the box office. All right, we'll go with what team has the worst dressing rooms? Ones you like? Just I don't know if it maybe layout or smell or temperature.
Like away dressing rooms?
Yeah, away dressing rooms.
I'd probably throw North Bay in there. Small. It's like 2 community rooms. Just
Yeah, well,
guys-
Barry's like that too.
Yeah,
Just
Barry's
two
similar.
two rooms, kind of conjoint door.
How do you guys deal with that? Like when you're in kind of 2 separate rooms, do they have like a wall that opens
Yeah,
up?
conjoint or no, like a door.
Usually,
a door in
yeah.
between.
So do you guys all pile into one room for like a
Yeah,
pregame
maybe.
talk?
Yeah.
Yeah, usually. Throw London in there.
Yeah, honestly.
In Ottawa?
Ottawa's nice. They got stalls.
Well, the
Yeah.
walk, dude. You have to walk
Yeah.
all the way across the other side.
Nah.
Who's got the best ones? Like when you got to go to an away
Flint.
dressing room?
Flynn.
Flint, oh yeah.
Flint, they got
Well, it
nice
used to be, it used to be their old like real dressing room.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
Then they got a new one.
Yeah, so theirs, and then honestly Brampton didn't have a bad one.
Yeah, Brampton's is pretty nice. It had stalls in there, so
Yeah.
Okay.
there's a couple that are pretty
Yeah.
nice.
That's not bad then. What rink do you guys like playing in the least?
Flint.
Flint.
For me.
Okay. What is it about the rink?
I don't know. There's just a smell to it.
Okay.
To be honest,
Okay.
I just don't like it.
Hey, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'd probably say North Bay.
North Bay.
And I know.
Gold or?
No, I don't think we've won there since I've been here, so
Oh, okay.
just not good memories there.
Yeah, yeah.
It's kind of got
That's
like
fair.
yellow lighting in there,
Yeah,
so
weird lighting.
Not a fan of it.
More
I'd say
personal reasons then.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I'd say Sioux. Just the bus trip.
Okay. I think it's the first time nobody said Peterborough in their square boards.
Yeah, I honestly don't mind it in there.
Okay.
I played there all minor hockey though, so
Yeah. Okay.
kind of yeah.
Is it harder for you as a goalie? Obviously, I know you like to handle the puck a lot. Is it harder for you to do that when the boards are so angular?
Yeah, I don't think I played very many pucks in that rink. It's
Okay.
just so hard to because
Scored
you don't get rims, and when you do get rims, half the time they don't come to you. So
Right.
kind of just stay in your net the whole game.
Yeah, that makes sense. What team? This is a real call out here. What team has the worst jerseys in the league?
Oh,
Ooh, jeez.
Peterborough's. I don't like them. I don't like the maroon.
Okay. I mean, that's a fair take.
Yeah.
I think
Oh, yeah,
they
it
were
is.
almost pink the last time they were here.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't like Peterborough's, but
Okay.
I don't like Flint's either.
Oh yeah.
I don't like the
yeah.
orange.
The white and orange.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
not
not
a
a
good
big
combo.
fan.
I don't like that either. Yeah, probably that.
Okay.
Flint. Yeah.
All right. Good one. All right, what team do you feel like you've got the most penalties against? This is kind of directed to you two. Or what team do you think you get the most penalties against?
I probably just got I think I got a high sticking 4-minute once against Guelph, so.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Battle of Highway 6 can get a little heated
Yeah,
sometimes.
it can.
I think Barry, like
Okay.
a minor and a fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah.
Playing against the hometown team a little bit?
Yeah.
You wanna,
Yeah.
that's fair, that's fair. Do you get a lot of family going to those games when you guys play down there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we play there, I think, February 20th.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm looking forward to that for sure.
Nice. Yeah, that'll be a good one. All right, what team do you feel like you play the best against? Like, who do you have the most points against, or who do you feel like you have your best performances against?
I love playing in Kitchener. I just like against them in general. I think I have the most points against them, and I love playing against them.
For me, I'd probably say Peterborough. I feel like it's hard not to say them, just because.
You did score against them.
Yeah.
So I guess that counts.
I think it was Kitchener. I had a 2-point game against them, so
Nice.
I'd say Kitchener.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like we actually didn't
is
talk
good,
about your
Sean.
goalie goal much, but I
Yeah.
feel like you've also talked about it a lot. So
Yeah.
do you remember it much, or was it just kind of like a
Just pretty quick, happened in a flash second.
Yeah.
So yeah.
nice? I appreciated that you've tried it once other, I think, after that, and that's always exciting.
I thought he was gonna get it in Team
Yeah.
Canada there.
Yeah. What was it like having the attack back there? I think there was a big crowd there for you guys.
Yeah, it's always awesome. I mean, when the attack back come and do that road trip to Peterborough and Kingston, it's always awesome to have those kind of fans and that kind of support for us on the road.
Cool. All right, last call out here. What team has your favorite restaurant to get a team meal at?
North Bay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
We're usually there on Thanksgiving, so
Yeah,
like
Thanksgiving
dinner.
dinner.
Oh, it's so
upstairs.
good.
So
Nice. Is that what restaurant do you guys normally go to there?
it's just it's in the rink. It's up,
Okay.
up at the top. So I'm not sure what it's called, but
Alright.
yeah, my favorite.
They owe it to you with those dressing rooms, it sounds like, so that's good. How about you?
I guess I would say the same thing. I've
Yeah.
been around for long enough to eat everywhere.
Yeah. Nice. I mean, you guys get to do a little bit of golf when you go up there, it looked
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
A little bit of
It was nice.
Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe change some of those memories from bad to good with all that stuff. All right, not too bad. Well, why don't we let's jump into our first highlight package from this past Wednesday. We'll take a look at that, and we'll be right back.
Sets back up, fans on his pass, but recovers, lets it go, and a blocker save is made by Erliden. 5 seconds left in the two-man advantage. Petrovsky, side of the net, Hookie. Hookie goes across, Bowie scores! Otters fans would love to see back sooner rather than later. Here's McDonald on a steal, steps out, passes across, scores! Cole Zarowski from Bruce McDonald, 2-0 Owen Sound. Mishiak for Tano Femus. Back to Mishiak with some speed. He takes it in and scores! Off the post and in. Martin Mishiak gets the Otters on the board. Trying to take away the view of the netminder. Now Hookie. High slot, fires, glove save made. Chance for Owen Sound, they score! Pierce Bowie again! After the puck, Frasca waits, his pass across, open in front, they score! Great passing, and Wesley Royston ties the game. He muscles to the goal, it's stopped by Erliden. Quickly sent up ahead now for Mishiak. Martin Mishiak to the net to Rance. Mishiak, what a move, he scores! Martin Mishiak, an absolute beauty, ends this one tonight.
Result necessarily the attacker looking for, but a hard-fought game up 3-1, and you get a point out of it as well against a team that's got plenty of draft picks on them as well. So, you've got a lot of games against Erie. So is this kind of one of those games where you're like, you know what, we made a statement, we pushed them to overtime, we showed them that we're going to battle them hard, and now they need to watch out for the next, I think you got 3 or 4 more games against them.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're a good team. They're getting, they've been in a rebuild for the past couple of years. That's what our coach was saying as well. So, good team. Got them to overtime. Got the point. So
Yeah.
it's good.
What did you like from your team's performance out of that game? Obviously, a couple of guys there buzzing well, and what did you see kind of really stand out there for you?
I thought our effort was there.
Yeah.
I mean, all the guys were getting as hard as they could that game. I mean, it sucks we couldn't get the 2 points, but I think we definitely deserved it with our effort there.
Yeah. Going into OT, like, how do you guys, obviously, like, feels like the story of the season has been 1-goal games, right? Like, which, you can see the bad side of it, or you can see you're close. You're close in every single game you guys play. So, obviously, you're going into OT. You know it's going to be a 1-goal game. What are you guys doing on the bench to get ready? I mean, for yourself, you're watching that game. So, how are you trying to help your team kind of stay in it and get that extra point?
Yeah, obviously just trying to keep the energy high on the bench and trying to stay positive. I mean, giving the team confidence that we're going to go out and win that game, and also talking to Corpy and making sure he's doing okay, and giving him confidence too for overtime, because I think that's kind of what you need going into overtime.
Cool. How about you guys? I mean, obviously you got a little extra leadership now this year, a few more responsibilities. How do you manage that then, taking a relatively young team into overtime?
I think it's just about keeping like the foot on the pedal, just keep going full force there. I think not letting up is a huge thing, and just going into overtime, definitely a young team, gonna get nervous, gonna get a little bit scared, but as we get older and as we mature as a group, it's just gonna come easier, and I think we it's all learning, like we say, so it's good. It's good to experience that, I think.
Yeah, well, I think that's a great identification as well. Like, you guys are a young team, but you've been getting better throughout the year. Like, out of a potential 6 points last week, you're picking up 5 of them, and solid games. It's not like it's a bad loss. They're all solid games.
Yeah,
so.
right.
Yeah, that's great. Well, why don't we roll the game here against Ottawa? A real hard-fought battle out of the Bayshore. So let's take a look at those highlights.
Rosky ahead for Waddick, McDonald, what a save by Colin McKenzie! It's to Cole Zarowski back to McDonald, but he had a man on him. Now Zarowski steps around, passes across, scores! Declan Waddick! What a setup by Cole Zarowski, and it's 1-0 Owen Sound. Mayich stepped up on him. That puck is going to get down into the corner, and Frankie Morelli was able to chip it up. Crawford at the blue line, just kept it in. Banks it down low for Cormier. James Petrovsky was sneaking in at the back door. Here's a pass to him. They score! Pass in front and off the side of the net. What a chance there for Kingwell. Into the slot. Pinelli scores! Picking the corner is Luca Pinelli. Kingwell, hooky to the empty net. He scores! The empty netter for Captain Landon Hookie makes it 3-1.
It's a strong team in the East, and picking up an empty netter, those always have to feel pretty good. And what did you like there? I mean, obviously a great effort there on the assist for the second goal. What did you like about the effort from your team there?
Yeah, we get more consistent throughout the season. I think that's been our identity all season long. So just sticking with that, we're a hard-working team, and we're going to play all 3 periods and all 60 minutes. And just sticking to our identity and making sure we know what it is, and we're going to go out there and do that every shift.
Yeah. Big game for yourself. Obviously, plenty of saves, 1 goal against. You got to love that performance, eh?
Yeah, it's always nice. I mean, when they keep the shot count low, I mean, I think I had maybe 15 shots after the second period. So when our team holds the shot count low, it's always nice. And majority of the shots were from the outside, and my decor and the team made my life easy that game.
You mentioned earlier that obviously Pinelli, a former Canada teammate, getting a point on you there, but to have such a solid performance against your former Team Canada coach has to feel pretty good.
Yeah, for sure. It's always nice to get that win against him, for sure. That was the 1 goal I had going into that game.
Excellent. That's great. On the back end there, like, what do you like kind of watching your team and you get a different view, I guess, there on defense looking forward. What did you like watching from your team, especially kind of seeing the offensive action in the game?
I like seeing the passing plays that we were making that game. I thought we were making a lot of heads-up plays that, I mean, we have done in the past, but we were very consistent on that. Especially from the back end, seeing how the play develops, it's nice to watch.
You guys had, I guess, 2 opportunities this weekend to defend like a solid lead there, and you guys have done so twice successfully in a row. What was it about that Ottawa game that helped you guys defend that lead?
I think it's just learning. I mean, starting to get in these situations more and more, and we're kind of learning how to play with the lead. And I think we're just learning how to get over that step. Kind of need to take that next step, and I think we're starting to take that next step. And I think it's huge to see the results starting to pay out.
Excellent. All right. Well, let's go ahead and roll the Brampton Steelheads versus Owensound Attack highlight package, and we'll be right back to break that all down.
Bowie. Over now to Petrosky and across to Rogers. Bowie for Rogers at the blue line. James Petrosky, top of the left circle. Rogers, wrist shot, save made. The rebound was there. Unable to get a shot off, though, was DeLille. Berg banked ahead. Shorthanded opportunity for Porter Martone. McDonnell joins him. Martone waits, passes across. They score! Angus McDonnell shorthanded, and it's 1-0 for the Steelheads. Brampton looks to attack. McDonnell delays. Finds Lescovar, and he just missed the corner. If Owensound goes quickly, they could have a chance. Here's Landon Hookie. Declan Waddick with them. Hookie with the shot. Rebound. Scores! Declan Waddick to the net. Ties the game. The face-off. Won it to Bowie. Over to Gabe Smith. Kicks towards the front of the goal. It sits there. And Landon Hookie scores! The captain sweeps it home, and Owensound has their first lead of the afternoon. Gabe Smith, he won't step up. He'll have to come back. Vilmer Ulrichsen hands it off. There's a shot. Scores! It changed direction, a bit of a flutter puck, and Mason Zabeski answers right back for the Steelheads. For the Brampton Steelheads, Harry Nancy at the blue line. Tristan DeLille coming in. He scores! Top corner, Tristan DeLille, 3-2 attack. Harry Nancy, Ben Cormier, Crawford, Cormier, save, Nancy scores! Gets to it, backhander up to Bowie. Bowie one-on-one with Sova. Bowie spins and he scores! Empty netter for Pierce Bowie. It's Sherrod, nice move, pass across, scores! Over to Troy Patton. What a play there to set that one up. Nope, that's it. Game's over. The official signal, and they can run it down. The Owensound Attack defeat the Brampton Steelheads by a final score
Well,
of
a huge
5-3.
game there on a Sunday afternoon, a 2 p.m. game. Does that throw off your guys' pregame routine at all?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it's a little different. You have such a certain routine for 7 o'clock game, so when it's a 2 o'clock game, you definitely got to switch a few things around.
Do you guys look forward to the post-game skate as much as all the kids seem to?
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice getting out there with the little kids, giving back to such great fans we have, for sure.
Always a little bit better, I'm sure, going out after a big win like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%.
One of the things I saw you guys do, and I thought you did really well in that game, is once you had that lead going into kind of the last 10 minutes of the third period, is basically as soon as that puck crossed the red line, you're firing it in deep and not trying to make the move, not trying to take the risk on a scoring play. Obviously, picking up an empty netter and another goal, I think, at around the 9.5 minute mark. But what are some of those things that you guys are trying to show the younger guys to do to kind of hold on to these leads?
Yeah, like I said, we're all learning to play with the lead, and definitely gotten a lot better in this past since the new year. And I think we're starting to take a curve here, and I think it's good for us. I mean, all of us are starting to buy into the system, and we know what to do when we have the lead and stuff like that. So I definitely think the younger guys are learning a lot from the older guys, and it's really nice to see.
Great. Yeah. What did you guys like from your team there in that game? Obviously, it was a really hard battle. You could see, like, the referees, acknowledged that and took the last 2 seconds off the board or something like that to end the game. It was an emotional and hard-fought battle. Is that kind of what you guys were expecting and anticipating going into that?
Yeah, I mean, we came back and beat them in a crazy way last time, so we knew it was going to be a good game going into this one. And yeah, like Georgie said, it's just learning to play with the lead and not giving up the 1-goal games, and not doing that anymore. So yeah. I think it was huge for sure.
Playing against your first captain, what was that like? Your first OHL captain. You've gotten to play against him a couple of times now, and what is that like for you going up against him?
Yeah, it's different. I never expected it at the start of the year.
Yeah.
I thought Rick was going to be our captain the entire year.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely at the start of the year, I looked up to some of the things he was doing.
Sure.
So it was sad seeing him get traded away.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just how the league is.
Yeah.
People move around all the time. So now I guess he's just another guy I play against.
Yeah. What about for you guys? I mean, you guys have had a few different captains now in the OHL, and for you, what's it like going up now? You've had to go up against Colby. You've gone up now against Connor as well. What has that been like for you to battle against a former captain?
Yeah, definitely easy to get up for those games. I mean, you definitely want to beat them extra just because you're former captain, former teammate, and you want to have that extra edge on them. So I think it's a lot of fun whenever you're out on the ice with them, because it's just like seeing an old friend again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, same thing for Cedric, Gaetan, and Kingston there, just going against those guys. And, you want to play with a chip on your shoulder against them and always, beat them. So it's fun for sure.
You ever just send him a little message pre-game? I mean, said he's coming back on Sunday.
Yeah, I'll let him know.
Keep that head up, buddy.
Yeah, I'll let him know.
Excellent.
Yeah.
What'd you think about Mike is going after Smitty there a little bit? Just kind of getting up.
We loved it. We loved it.
Yeah,
all the boys
it's pretty
loved
funny
it.
because they live together too. So
Yeah. Seemed like he was a little bit surprised. Like, what are you doing coming after me?
I know. Yeah. All the boys loved it.
That's great. Well, a great game. Obviously, I think the fans were certainly in that game from start to finish, and you guys really. It just seemed like kind of exactly what you guys have been preaching and what you guys have been learning all year about Owen Sound hockey. It was a hard-fought battle. You guys were in it from the start, in it all the way to the end. And it just looked like, very few mistakes, like very few technical mistakes. You guys are just finding ways to defend these leads now, which is obviously, maybe a bit of a newer position for the team this year. And, just with such a young squad that, they're 6-8 months older and just have that much more experience now, and so it's great to see. I think we've got an interview as well from assistant coach Regan O'Grady. So why don't we go ahead and roll that, and we'll be right back after that interview.
Sound Attack complete a back-to-back weekend on home ice with 2 victories. Today they knock off the Brampton Steelheads 5-3, joined by assistant coach Regan O'Grady. And Coach, talk about today's effort, because there's some games that you kind of outskill your opponents. There's other games where it just feels like you wanted a little bit more. And I think back to that penalty kill late in the third, multiple block shots, guys putting their bodies on the line. Is that just the determination of this group shining through?
Yeah, I think obviously we walk past the standing boards every day in our dressing room, and we're a team destined for something that a lot of people didn't think of this group. Right from day one coming into training camp, we were the 20th ranked team, and it's something that we just believe in every single day. I'm actually getting chills right now just talking about how special this group is, and a team that came in on an off day yesterday. We had a gutsy win for 60 minutes yesterday. We thought that we started pretty slow. It took us some time, and once we found our footing, once that first goal happened, it was all hands on deck for the rest. And you talk about a world-class goaltender in Carter George. That third period save was ultimately our game saver and game changer for us. So we're just really proud of the group, and we can't settle.
You can worry at times maybe about lulls following a very emotional game yesterday. Was there any fear that it might be tough for the group to get up today?
Yeah, I think there's always that doubt. We haven't been able to string back-to-back games in a long time, but for us, it's just work boots and hard hats, and I think that's the mentality that we bring. We preach it every day, and the boys did a fantastic job. I think our kill came up big when we needed to, and shutting guys down like Porter Martone and Ulrichsen, and the list goes on that team, and we just needed one, and we got that one, and then we thought we took advantage of it.
As we start to look ahead, I mean, we're moving into the last 20 games of the regular season here now, and this group, the development's been there all season long, but it really feels like over the last couple of weeks, we've maybe turned a corner a little bit more here in Owen Sound. Is that how you guys feel like everybody is starting to take that next step?
100%, you know, top to bottom, everybody. You know, you look at what we did this week. We went back to Kaprowski after a win last Saturday night here to play the Erie Otters, and I believe that it kick-started Carter George. You know, he has some inner competition there, but when we've got two good goalies we can rely upon, it's easy down the stretch here for us. And then, you know, you look at top to bottom, you know, whether the guys are in and out of the lineup, we've got some big pieces, David Bigkowski, you know, Antonio Tersini and Mason Ray out of the lineup, and other guys have just stepped up and found a way. And, you know, I give all credit to our guys. You know, a big part to the leadership group. They've really, you know, bought in. It could have looked like we sold at the deadline with, you know, McHugh and Smith gone, but I think it gave other guys opportunities to step up. They've relished it. They've taken advantage of it, and, you know, look at what we're doing right now.
Well, when I look back at yesterday's game, I look at some different players stepping up that maybe kind of fly under the radar, your Alec Leonards, your Gabe Smiths. Does that kind of invigorate the group a little bit when you're getting contributions from, you know, you're looking away from your top line and you're going down the lineup and guys are chipping in? I mean, that just has to get everybody bought in, doesn't it?
Well, absolutely, and we had a brief conversation, the coaching staff yesterday, about, you know, giving guys like Harry Nancy, Jake Crawford, and Ben Cormier a job to do, and we brought them in and said, you know what, relish this opportunity. Their top line's going to play 20 minutes here tonight. Be ready to go. And, you know, obviously Ben goes down in that game. It hurt us a little bit. I thought that we had to juggle some lines when that happened. But you know what? At the end of the day, like, these guys are really destined for something. They have all belief in this group. And, you know, from us, it's just a matter of continuing to put guys into positions to succeed. And I think that if we can continue to get this gutsy effort night in and night out, we're going to be a hard team. And you know what? Like, bring them on, we'll knock them down. That's kind of the mentality we feel right now. And we've proven to teams that we can play with anybody, you know, take 4 points off a good Brampton Steelheads team on paper. And, you know, when we're working hard, we're doing the right things, we have success.
All right, well, excellent weekend. Some fun games here for the fans. It was a packed house, good atmosphere. We look forward to next weekend when you guys are right back at it. So congratulations on these 2 victories.
Awesome, thank you.
Well, some, I'm sure, encouraging words there from your assistant coach, and obviously just great to see, like, all the kids there in the background having a good time. What's it like for you guys playing in a town like this where the fans do just kind of seem to have a little bit more access to you than, you know, if you were playing in a Kitchener or in a London? What does that kind of mean to you guys, and how does that affect the culture of the team? You got maybe 20, 30 seconds to answer a very complex question.
Yeah,
so sorry about that.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, to have the community of Owen Sound all behind us, rally behind this team, it's incredible. And to be able to pay back by going back on the ice, doing autographs, taking pictures, I think it's just awesome. And I love the culture here in the town even. I think it's just amazing.
You guys enjoy that aspect of this team?
Oh yeah, just so appreciative of all our fans, for sure.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's great. Cool. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today on the show on Attack Wrap. And for those watching at home, we will be back next week with another episode. And don't forget, you've got a 3-3 this weekend. Friday down in Kitchener, and then Saturday at home against the Battalion. And then Sunday, Seti Gaindon comes back with the Kingston Frontenacs, and that'll be another skate after the game kind of day. So bring those skates, get those kids to the rink on Sunday, and we'll see you there, and we'll see you next week here on Attack Wrap on Rogers TV.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com.
In para-hockey, the ice tilts in favor of men. But that will never stop us.
United by passion, battling for equity. We are the National Women's Para-Hockey Team of Canada.
We're here.
We're hungry.
We're ready.
Ready to inspire.
Ready to leave our legacy.
Ready to be supported and make history. It's our time. Are you ready?
You were gone forever.
It was 3 days.
There are
other people out there. It's my job to reconnect us all. We might want to hold on